Hi everyone, it's Paralympian Jake Templeton here from Australia. Please head to my website www.jacobtempleton.com for more swimming and health and fitness related tips and tricks. There is a freebie on the homepage of my website that you can access for your own benefit, so jump on that if you wish. Now this exercise video today is a 6-minute video, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, and the target is abdominals. So the core is very, very important for swimming. We want to be able to maintain a strong core for our alignment and our control. And the first exercise is called a reverse crunch. So lying on your back, obviously it's reverse to a sit-up where we would usually be moving our upper body, but in this movement we're using our lower body to move. So hips and knees bent at 90 degrees. We are trying to move our knees up towards our chest. And when we can no longer do that, control it back down. So control is the main part of that movement. Now the second exercise is very particular to swimming. So in swimming, we want to try and maintain a strong core whilst moving our limbs. Now this one, we're kicking our legs just like a flutter kick in freestyle. So trying to keep the legs pretty straight, pointing the toes and using the core. And at the same time, we're just holding the band over our head. And here I've added a bit of a lowering up and down as well. So whilst moving the arms and the legs, we want to try and maintain that core control and stability as much as we can. So exercise 3 now out of 6 is leg lowers, but alternating legs. So you can lower one to the ground and back up and then swap. But here I've gone more for a bit of an alternating movement. So as one goes down, the other one goes up. So here, arms by sides, try not to press your hands into the ground for any of these core movements. That makes it a little easier. That's why I've got my palms up. So with this one, I'm just checking out my legs there to make sure that they're going nice and straight. And we just want to lower the leg down as far as we can, but not to touch the ground because that's considered a rest. Obviously take it if you really need it, but alternating the legs just to incorporate the core muscles and that little bit of movement whilst we're trying to engage the core. As opposed to a side plank here, I've gone for a little bit of an extension on this. Firstly, by doing it on the forearm or the wrist, and then adding the rotation as well. So to regress this, you can do it on your elbow in a traditional plank. That would be a little easier, but I've gone for a bit of an extension here on the palm of the hand and rotating through. So we try to rotate about the spine here. You might have to shift your feet as I'm doing each time. It's a little harder with shoes on actually. And just trying to keep as straight as we can at all times. It's quite challenging. It's harder than it seems, but just try and engage the core and use that balance and control as well when you're shifting sides. So the second last movement is a V-sit. So the goal here is to try and move the arms or upper body and the lower body at the same time to achieve that V position, like the letter V. So crunching up, keeping the arms in a streamlined position, so palms over the top of each other, and trying to keep them in straight line at all time. And same with the legs, lowering back down in a controlled fashion rather than jolting and jerking up and down rather than the control aspect of it. So that's a real goal here, and same with all of our core and abdominal exercises, those postural muscles. We want to try and maintain control at all times. So final exercise now, I've gone for pulses. Now feet off the ground and legs extended out, palms facing upwards, raising the shoulder blades off the floor and keeping that neutral neck alignment. Now I've gone for 10 reps here, and now I'm changing the position of my legs. So in this sequence, I have 3 position of the legs. You can change constantly like I have, or you can keep it the same for whichever movement or whichever position you wish for the whole 45 seconds. I like to change it up sometimes. It helps me to stimulate my mind a little bit more, and I like the constant variation. But as I said, you can change that up if you wish to. So final exercise about to be done now. Thank you very much for joining. Please head to my website for more, and I really encourage you to jump on board that freebie on my homepage of my website, www.jacobtempleton.com. Thanks very much, guys. All the best.